Good day, everyone. My name is Geraldine.P. In this report, this is the continuation about the global citizenship. So my topic is all about the criticism of global citizenship and ethical obligation of global citizens. So first, we will be talking about the criticism of global citizenship. So not all interpretations of global citizenship are positive. For example, Biko Kotalal Parekh advocates what he calls globally oriented citizenship and states, if global citizenship means being a citizen of the world, it is neither practicable nor desirable. He argues that global citizenship, defined as an actual membership of a type of worldwide government system, is impractical and dislocated from one's immediate community. He also notes that such a world state would inevitably be remote, bureaucratic, oppressive, and cultural brand. So Parekh presents his alternative options with the statement: since the condition of life of our fellow human beings in distant parts of the world should be a matter of deep moral and political concern to us, our citizenship has an inescapable global dimensions, and we should aim to become what I might call a global-oriented citizens. So, Parekh's concepts of globally oriented citizenships consist of identifying with and strengthening ties towards one's political regional community, whether in its current state or an improved, revised form, while recognizing and acting upon obligations towards others in the rest of the world. So next is Michael Byers, a professor in political science at the University of British Columbia, questions that assumption that there is one definition of global citizenship and unpacks aspect of potential definitions. In the introduction to his public lecture, the UBC Internationalization website states global citizenship remains undefined. What, if anything, does it really mean? Is global citizenship just the latest buzzword? Byers notes the existence of stateless persons, whom he remarks ought to be the primarily candidates for global citizenship, yet continue to live without access to basic freedom and citizenship rights. Byers does not oppose the concept of global citizenship. However, he criticizes potential implications of the term depending on one's definition of it, such as ones that provide support for the ruthless capitalist economic system that now dominates the planet. Byers states that global citizenship is a powerful term because people that invoke it to do so to provoke and justify actions, and encourage the attendees of his lecture to reappropriate it in order for its meaning to have a positive purpose based on idealistic values. Neither criticism of global citizenship is anything new. Governor Morris, a delegate to the Constitutional Convention, United States, criticized citizens of the world while he was on the floor of the convention on 9th August 1787. So next topic is all about ethical obligation of global citizens. So first, let us know what are the rights of global citizenship. The rights of global citizens are embedded in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and are grounded in individual liberty, equality, and equity, but have also evolved to include digital access rights, LGBTQ rights, and environmental rights. So Ms. Dinedo discussed about the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. So let's move on to the responsibility of global citizens. Modern global citizens have ethical, moral, political, and economic responsibilities and have a desire to contribute to communities and the world at large in a positive way in order to improve lives of others. So, here are the 8 responsibilities of global citizens. So first, responsibility to understand one's own perspective and the perspective of others on global issues. So what does that mean? It says that responsibility of global citizens to understand this different perspective and promotes problem solving, consensus among the different perspective and the building of common ground solutions. A global citizens should avoid taking side with one particular point of view and instead search for ways to bring all sides together. So next is number 2, responsibility to respect the principle of cultural diversity. So the multiple perspective that exists with most global issues often are a reflection of different cultural belief systems. Each of our major cultural belief systems brings value added to our search for solution to the global issues we faced. So next is number 3, responsibility to make connections and build relationships with people from other countries and cultures. So global citizens need to reach out and build relationship with others from other countries and cultures. So otherwise, we will continue to live in isolated communities with narrow, conflict-prone points of view on global issues. So next, which is the number 4, responsibility to understand the ways in which the people and countries of the world are interconnected and interdependent. So global citizens have the responsibility to understand the many ways in which their lives are interconnected with people and countries in different parts of the world. So next is number 5, responsibility to understand global issues. Global citizens have the responsibility to understand the major global issues that affect their lives. For example, we need to understand the impact of the scarcity of resources in societies, the challenges presented by the current distribution of wealth and power in the world, the roots of conflict and dimensions of peace building, the challenges posed by a growing global populations. So that's why you need to understand the global issues. So next is number 6, responsibility to advocate for greater international cooperation with other nations. So global citizens need to play activist role in urging greater international cooperation between their nations and others when a global issues arises. It is important for global citizens to provide advice on how their countries can work with other nations to address these issues. How it can work with established international organizations like the United Nations, rather than proceed on a unilateral course of action. Next is number 7, responsibility for advocating for the implementation of international agreements, conventions, treaties related to global issues. Global citizens have the responsibility to advocate for having the countries ratify and implement the global agreements, conventions, and treaties that they have signed. So, the last responsibility of global citizens. So, responsibility for advocating for more effective global equity and justice in each of the value domains of the world community. There are growing number of cross-sector issues that requires the implementation of global standards of justice and equity. For example, the global rise in military spending, the unequal access by different countries to technologies, the lack of consistent national politics on immigration, global citizens have this responsibility to work with one another and advocate for global equality and justice solutions to these issues. These all responsibility have important as a global citizens. So we must know what are the responsibility of global citizens. So that would be all. I hope you have learned a lot. Thank you.